Hello, welcome to Thursday Night with YOOTS.
Yes, we made it again.
Or whatever night. Depends on the night. Happens to be Thursday night, so this is Thursday Night with YOOTS. We used to be Wednesday Night with YOOTS. There's Selah, ready to go. Come on up.
Fresh.
Got a special guest watching this week. My mother has figured out how to tune in.
Oh, hi, Garnet. Welcome.
If you didn't know, you could go to our to Uniquely the Same's website and go to our videos, and you can find it right there. It's a very simple way. It's the next show shows up on the upper right hand corner, and so we figured that out with her, and I think she's tuned in.
I hope so.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But hello to you, Garnet, and hello to everybody else. Who else did you say was around?
We have Al Kunzel here, Mary Lou Zolko's here.
Al.
Yeah, so. And Garnet so far.
Glad to see you, Al, and Mary Lou. Always glad to see you hanging out with us. Mary Lou is the best fan of our jokes, I think.
She's of your jokes, yes.
They're not my jokes; they're different people's jokes.
Mary Lou, I want to give you a Mary Lou update. Last week we showed a bear in Mary Lou's yard. This week Jeff Owen videoed a bear in his yard at his cabin. So,
bears galore.
Yeah,
I feel out of it. I haven't had a bear in my yard.
Yeah, well, get with it, buddy.
Oh, well. There we go. So if you're joining us for the show, the game that we're playing today is called YouNique.
YouNique.
Yeah. The question is, how unique are you? And so we're gonna play together. We're gonna figure out how unique each of us are. I don't know if you know this, but the third show we ever did in the history of Thursday Night Live was this same game.
Oh well. Okay.
So we're going way back in the files.
We should have it.
But it's different questions, but it's the same game.
Okay.
So the way it works is you compare your answers to everybody else's answers, and you see if who's the most unique is what we used to call it. That was sort of a tongue, most unique. That's bad English.
Right. It is bad English.
So anyway, so this game is called YouNique, and we're going to play. It's basically sort of personal preferences. So what we're going to do? Well, let me bring up the rules on the little screen. So the way it works is we're going to go through 9 preference statements, and everyone watching is going to give their preference. So you're supposed to weigh in with your preference if you're watching, and Ida and I will as well. And if you're among the minority, then you score a point. So everybody says what their opinion is.
Oh, I see.
But only the people who are in the minority score, because you're trying to be unique in this game.
Unique.
And you can, and if you want, you don't have to tell the truthful answer. I think you might as well tell the truthful answer. But you can play the game to try to win the game and go with what you think is the minority. But if everybody goes with the minority, then it's all going to switch over, and you'll outfox yourself.
Okay.
So the person with the most points wins the game.
I'm in.
And that makes you the most unique. Okay, got it?
Got it.
It's pretty straightforward. So let's let's begin. No warm-up questions. The first question: would you rather be Batman or be Spider-Man? Would you rather be Batman or Spider-Man? That's the question. 1A, you would say you put the comment 1A, I'd rather be Batman, or 1B, I'd rather be Spider-Man. Batman or Spider-Man?
Hi, Andy. Welcome.
When I was a kid, this wasn't really a big question because Spider-Man wasn't very popular. I mean, Batman was by far the more popular one. It's only recently that Spider-Man has become more popular.
I think, didn't Batman save your life?
In fact, Batman saved my life.
I thought I remembered a Clark story about
When I was
Batman.
young, I was less than 5. I'm not sure how old I was. 3, 4, 5, somewhere in that neighborhood. I was watching television, and I don't know if I was watching Batman or not, but what happened was a soap opera came on, and soap operas are boring. It was terrible,
especially when you're 4 or 5.
And my mother was in the kitchen, which is like the room like right next to where our family room was, and the television was in the family room or in the living room, and I was wearing my Batman cape and my Batman slippers. Because Batman was my favorite, which gives my answer is 1A.
Okay.
Because I'm all Batman.
Indebted to Batman.
But anyway, so the story goes that that I decided that I wanted that soap opera off television, and I didn't know how to turn the channel. I didn't know how to turn it off, or I wasn't strong enough to turn it off. Remember when you had to like really click?
Yeah.
to make televisions work. It wasn't just like a little
prior
soft
to remote,
button.
Yeah.
And but I don't know whether I didn't know how to do it or exactly what. But what I did know you could do is just pull the plug out, and it was plugged into an extension cord. And so I took the extension cord and the plug, and I couldn't pull it apart. So I put it in my mouth.
Oh no!
And it burnt. I have a scar. I have a scar right here. Sometimes, have you ever seen that? It's like a little white line on my mouth. Where
you're lucky you are alive.
But the reason why we say Batman saved me is because I was going to be electrocuted, except I was wearing the Batman insulated slippers.
Oh, well, that's a great story. Batman saved your life.
Yeah, Batman saved my life.
Oh, I should say I wanted to be Batman, but I really wanted to be Spider-Man.
Really? Why would you be Spider-Man?
Because Spider-Man could shoot those webs and, connect anywhere. Batman had to get in his Batmobile. He didn't have so many.
But he had so many cool things. He could just flip buttons and cool things would happen. So really, you're going with Spider-Man.
I am going with Spider-Man.
All right, so we cancel each other out.
That's right.
And if
let's see.
And Anna Marie's going with Alfred.
Linda's 1A, which is Batman. Alan is 1A. Mary Lou is B, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So about 50-50 here.
Yeah, but Batman's a little bit ahead. It's 3-2.
Yeah.
And my mother probably can't type, so she's not. So she's going to.
She's going to say
Batman.
She loves her boy.
So no, we're not going to assume what she would say.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, if you said Spider-Man, you're in the minority. You get a point.
Yay! I get a point.
Moving on.
Okay.
Moving on.
Hi, Kathy. Kathy just joined us.
Oh, Kathy, hey. We're playing personal preferences. Are you unique? So first question, Batman or Spider-Man? 1A, would you rather be Batman or would you rather be Spider-Man? 1A or 1B? Next question. Moving on. Question 2. Would you rather lose your keys or lose your cell phone? Would you rather lose your keys or lose your cell phone? Let me think about that.
I know my answer.
Is this like a permanent, lose them forever? Or just lose them temporarily?
Well, I think you'd have to think about losing them forever.
So they're not coming back.
They're not coming back. You're just out of luck. You've lost one or the other.
That's pretty rough.
So Mary Lou's saying her cell phone. She would rather lose her cell phone.
She would rather lose it. Huh.
I have personal experience with this one. I have lost my keys.
Yeah.
And if you didn't have your cell phone to call somebody, how would you get back in your house? So I think I would rather...
You want to lose your keys?
I would rather lose my keys than my cell phone.
Here's my thing. Keys, if I'm losing my keys, I'm losing my car keys. And car keys are $200 each.
Yeah, if you buy the automatic thing.
Yeah, so you're talking about very similar in price to what a cell phone is. And I use an old cell phone. I could just buy an old cell phone off of eBay. But it's all that cell phone setup. So I gotta go with I'd rather lose my keys, I guess.
So we have
I'm a 2A.
We have 2 B's.
So you're a 2A.
I'm a
2A.
2A. I'd rather lose my keys.
A lot of 2As.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
probably for the same reasons, because Linda says she'd rather lose her keys too. So
that's amazing. That's shocking to me, Linda, that you would rather lose your keys. But we're going to go with that. Lots of people with keys. So in this one, you score the point if you say you would rather lose your cell phone. Almost no one wants to lose a cell phone.
No, wait a minute.
No, you said keys. Alquins will say he doesn't care if he loses his cell phone. And Kathy, on the first question, you get a point because you're in the minority. So you got 2 points already. All right, so let's keep moving.
Okay.
The next question. Would you rather live in a beach house or live in a cabin in the woods? This is live. This isn't vacation.
This is forever and ever.
Would you rather live in a beach house or live in a cabin in the woods? I think a lot of people are afraid of the woods. So my guess is that people are going to tend toward the beach.
Well, if you think about the current state of the world,
yeah,
you can't grow vegetables on the beach. So I would say, I want to be prepared. I would rather live in the woods where I can plant things. I could eat bugs.
You're telling me that coronavirus impacted your answer to this.
It did.
Would you have gone with beach before, or
No.
are you just coming up with an... Okay.
I would like to vacation at the beach. But I'd rather live in the woods.
All right. So here's a little thing for me. I don't like the beach. I'm not a beach person.
Why don't you like the beach?
Well, first of all, in the water, there's like things in there. There's fish and stuff in there.
Yes. Well,
not that it's going to eat you. I'm not worried about that. But there's like stuff like swimming around in there. I don't want stuff swimming around. But I guess in the woods, there's stuff running around too.
Yes.
But definitely, I was raised camping, and so woods doesn't bother me at all. I'm not afraid of it.
Maria would rather live in a beach house, and Andy Close's rather live in a cabin.
Yep.
So it's interesting how this splits up. How people really have something in their mind about where they'd rather live.
But Kathy's a beach.
Kathy, you
I would have known that.
Yeah, we know that Kathy loves the beach.
So that looks like that one's tending toward.
What are you doing?
I don't know what that meant. Wait, you didn't say get in the water. No, I wasn't.
She's just saying she'd rather live by the water. She doesn't want to necessarily get in the water.
No, you don't have to get in the water.
Yeah.
But I don't like all those things swimming around in there. That's my thing.
And Maria says she does live in the woods.
And some of this sting.
Oh, and Lucinda, she's being very diplomatic about the whole thing. She wants to be in a cabin in the woods next to a beach.
No, see, that's why you're not allowed to go that way in this game. You have to pick one side or the other. That.
But
there's always someone in the crowd who just has to decide how they're not going to answer the question. No, you got to go with one or the other. That's the whole game. And we're trying to find out whether you are unique, whether you are a rare bird.
Right. Kristen says beach house too. Kristen's here.
So where are we on votes?
I've lost.
You and I said woods. That's 2 woods.
Mm-hmm. I think
3 woods. Hurricanes also like beaches, says Andy Close, which is true. Does that mean he doesn't want to be on the beach?
Right.
Yeah. So that one looks almost even.
It does.
3. And no points scored. We're gonna call that one a tie.
It's a draw.
No one is unique. Doesn't matter what you answer on that one.
We're split right down the middle.
Let's move on.
Okay, let's go to the next.
Would you rather never be able to drink sodas, like Coke or Pepsi or Mountain Dew, or you pick your soda of choice, or you can go variable. And my sons, they like I think they call it a suicide. You take a little of everything.
Ew.
Anyway, would you like to never be able to drink sodas at all? This is gonna be easy for people who don't like soda.
Yeah.
Or would you rather only be able to drink sodas and nothing else? So no sodas at all, or only sodas. Those are your choices.
Yeah.
Which are you picking?
I'm picking no sodas at all. I love soda, but if I had to drink it every day, that's the only fluids I got. Yeah. I don't think I could stand it.
Yeah, even as a person addicted to sodas,
so as he lines his cans,
there's a couple of them just sitting here that aren't even. There's still stuff in both of them, so I'm drinking from 2 cans at once. I still could do without it, rather than have it all the time. And I couldn't give up my orange juice, or a cup of tea or a cup of coffee every once in a while, or just some water. There are some times when water is the only thing.
Yes, I agree.
The only thing that you could possibly, we've been working. It's been very hot outside, and there's some days Linda makes these exotic lemonades, and so they're a treat. The boys really like them, but I'm like, I don't want lemonade. I just want water, just straight up water. That's the only thing that's gonna do it for me.
So it looks like most people would just give up.
Everybody's saying 4A. Did anybody say 4B? That's the question. If you said 4B,
there's no
you
4B,
are going to be unique. This is one you could have
slipped
on. Yeah. You don't get points though for how much it is.
Linda's saying 4B. What?
No, Linda, you have it mixed up. I know that's not what you would do.
He thinks he knows you better than you know you, Linda.
Would you rather never be able to drink sodas or only be able to... Let me blow it up. So, so you can see it. Never be able to drink sodas or only drink sodas and nothing else? That's the question. I'm pretty sure. I'm vetoing what if Linda says that.
And Al said 4B too.
Only be able to drink sodas. Oh, they're like we said.
But they may be gaming the system. You told people
I told them they could
do
and they should and they. Yep. That was wise. Somebody who did that. I wish I would have thought to do that. I would have if I would have remembered. Okay, next this question 5. So keeping track of how many points you've got. I've got none.
I've got 1.
I've been in the majority every time. Last time I won this game. Now I'm in the majority.
You picked the questions last time.
I picked them this time too.
Okay.
All right. All right. Would you rather every shirt you ever wear be kind of itchy?
Okay.
Or would you only be able to use 1-ply toilet paper? So those are your choices. You can either use every shirt you ever wear be a little bit itchy, or only be able to use 1-ply toilet paper. Which are you going on? This is a big one.
Okay.
This is a complex.
I have an answer to this.
You do?
I do.
Okay.
I've thought it through.
Have you? You've taken the occasion. You've heard sermons on the subject.
Yes. Often in church we hear, no, just kidding. I would choose 5B.
5B.
I would only use 1-ply toilet paper because you can always wad it up and make it 4-ply if you wanted to. Yes, but an itchy shirt would drive me crazy.
Huh. I wonder if that's a technicality. I wonder if you're only allowed to use 1-ply.
Oh, well, then that would change my answer. I can't believe we have this question. But okay.
I despise itchy shirts. So the only reason why I would ever choose anything I mean, I can't stand like winter sweaters. I can't wear them. I have some and I wear them occasionally, but only when I'm really trying to be festive and over. I mean, I get those itchies. Ugh.
We got a lot of 5Bs. Lucinda says you can double the amount, and Mary Lou's just laughing. She says 5B.
Yeah.
Linda says 5B too.
Yep. Well, this was the big opportunity again for people to flip over and cheat.
Not cheat, because you did say.
No, you're allowed to game the system.
That's right. Kathy said her dad did septic system, so 1-ply. That makes sense. If you have a septic system, you can.
Yeah, 1-ply is what you want.
Yes.
Yeah. We should have clarified and said no. You can only use 1-ply. You're not allowed to wad it up.
Listen, it doesn't say you can only use 1 square. It says 1-ply.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should say 1 square of 1-ply.
That would change everybody's answer. Oh my.
But the thing is, when you wear an itchy shirt, you could put like another shirt under it.
That's right.
Oh no, but every shirt you ever wear.
Yeah. So it's
So you could put pants on your top underneath your shirt.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to come up with a solution.
I see that.
All right, let's move on.
Okay.
It seems like nobody said 5A, but if you did say 5A, you got a point there.
Well, David said 5B, so he's he's with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Would you rather? Number 6. Only have 3 more. Okay. Would you rather go into the past and meet your ancestors, or would you rather go into the future and meet your descendants? Would you rather go into the past and meet your ancestors? This is a thinker's question here. Mm-hmm. So go back and meet those who made you who you are.
Right.
Find out how much a chip off the old block you might be. Or would you rather go into the future and meet your descendants and have them yell at you for all the hang-ups that they have that you caused?
Yeah, well.
Oh, are you my my great-great-grandmother Ida? You're the one that started the wadding up 1-ply toilet paper.
Ruined all the septic systems.
Yep. You were from that racist generation. That's what they would say.
They probably would, yeah, if they're looking back. I think I would rather talk to my descendants.
Really?
Yeah.
In with the new, out with the old.
Well,
No interest in those old
I have
fogies.
interest, but hopefully there's pictures and things you can look back at, old stories that you could hear. But to see or hear what people have experienced in the future, to me.
Yeah, 100% I'm going back. Because you go, first of all, if you go forward, here I'm going to give you the reasons why there's only one answer to this question. If you go forward into the future, you have no idea what you're stepping into. I mean, they might execute you for like what you've done, or you know what I mean? Like they might genuinely dislike you. But if you're going into the past, you maintain a lot more control. You know who they are.
I think Al agrees with you because he said he's 6A because I know who they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Kathy wants to go back. Kristen wants to go back.
Yeah, I want to sort of see where it all came from. I'm going to trust the future.
Anne Marie says she'd want to go to the future, but it'd be funny if she never had kids.
Yeah, she goes to the future.
Then who would you talk to?
Oh, you meet friends of friends.
Andy says 6A. I'd be envious of their advancements.
Just imagine if you did go back and meet your ancestors and you like took your cell phone with you or something like that. They'd be like, wow.
Just like Back to the Future.
Look at what came from Oz. That's amazing. He's true. Magic.
Exactly.
So, all right.
Okay.
So on that one, it sounds like everybody sided with me again.
Well, some people did.
Yeah, but mostly A's, right?
Mostly A's. And
yeah,
I said, so I get a point.
So if you said B, you get a point on that one.
Oh, yeah. 2 points for me. That's a big day.
All right. The next one is, would you rather, 7A, be stuck in a broken ski lift, or 7B, be stuck in a broken elevator?
Oh, that's easy.
Have you ever been stuck on either one of those?
Yes.
You have?
Yes. I've been stuck on both.
You've been stuck on a broken ski lift?
I have.
How broken was it? It stopped for like half a second.
No, it stopped for like 45 minutes. It probably was 5 minutes, but it felt like...
You might be the only person in the country that's been stuck on both of them. So you're an expert on this topic.
I am an expert on this topic. We weren't over snow. It was in Missouri on a ski lift thing, but you went up to a tourist attraction kind of thing, but you went up. I
had a ski lift like stop once for like 5 minutes maybe.
Yeah, I've been stuck on a giant Ferris wheel too, where they had to get the fire department to come get us off.
How'd they do that?
They sent up one of those bucket things. Yeah. And you had to go back down in the bucket.
Did they tie a rope around you when you transferred, or how did they do that?
No, the firemen.
They just hung you from a rope.
They didn't hang you from a rope.
They just held you by your hands.
The bucket came up. They grabbed on to us.
To your hands, and you dangled.
No, the door opened to the bucket. There's a little. You stepped into this bucket thing. It was at Six Flags over in Mid-America.
Wow.
Yes. And my elevator, I was stuck in Watterson Towers at Illinois State University with Doug Collins.
For how long? How'd Doug smell? Now that you've named his name.
I was just saying he was an Olympic athlete, and he played basketball, and he's a coach. You know, Doug Collins.
Yeah, I do. Anyway, I do know.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just bragging that I'm name dropping now.
But was it post game or was it pre game?
It was after classes. So, let's see. Mary Lou says 7A. It wouldn't be as claustrophobic. It'd be windy and scary, but not as claustrophobic. I agree with you, Mary Lou.
Well, the only thing is, you get stuck on a broken ski lift in the middle of winter, you die up there.
Really?
You freeze to death.
They won't come get you with a bucket?
Well, they might try to come get you, but you never know. I mean, you're stuck. That's the whole idea. You get stuck on an elevator, you could live there for days. Couldn't you?
I don't think so. I think I would claw my way out somehow.
Because it would be too claustrophobic for you.
Yes,
that's the reason.
I couldn't stand. I couldn't stand being in there.
I feel like I'm a claustrophobic person, but that wouldn't bother me.
Andy says his wife is 7A, and they're currently arguing about it right now. Because he's 7B.
Huh. Yeah, so I'm with you, Deb.
And John is saying 7A.
I don't want to be stuck on a broken ski lift. I'll take the elevator.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you'll be at least.
The elevator is a phone. There's no phone on a ski lift. You don't even know. You don't know if they even know you're stuck.
You don't know. I have not lost my cell phone. You have lost your cell phone. You've carried your keys on the ski lift, which does you no good.
Pretty soon they turn off the lights, and then you're just up there, and you're like, okay, we're gonna freeze to death.
They won't.
I mean, at least it'll be comfortable because we'll just fall asleep while we're freezing to death. So we won't be in misery while we die.
There you go. Let's look at the bright side.
All right. So what was the majority there?
Oh my, 7A, 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 7B, 7A. Most of them are 7As.
Again, I'm in the majority.
I'm telling you. So I get another point.
I don't know what's happening. I haven't gotten a point yet.
I could possibly win this game. It might be the first game.
I don't think there's any possibility I could win this game.
I don't think so either. How many more? There's only 2 more questions.
I could get 2 points.
Well, I already got 3.
I think the game's over. I don't think we're going to continue.
Yes, we are. The rest of us want to know.
All right.
Okay.
All right, here you go. This is another very heady one, an important one.
Okay. It's important?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you rather lick your best friend's foot or let a stranger lick your foot? Which is it? Would you rather...
Can I pick none of the above?
No, that's the whole point. 8A. Would you rather lick your best friend's foot? That's a sick... Who put this in there?
You! Obviously.
Or let a stranger lick your foot. This is one that I would try to refuse.
Could the stranger be... Does it have to be a human?
No. Yes, it has to be a human.
Oh.
You can't have a dog lick your foot?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my. Come on, guys. Tell us your answer because I don't know.
Okay, there's no way I'm licking my best friend's foot.
Why not?
So that's my answer. I'm going with 8A.
You're not saying why you wouldn't lick your best friend's foot? What if
No, I would rather let a stranger lick my foot, so I'm going with 8B.
Okay.
There's no way my best friend is licking my foot. There's no way. I mean, I want to see the stranger for a minute, just long enough for him to lick my foot. And then I can say, please don't ever come back into my life. I don't ever want to know you. I don't want to meet you.
Oh.
We will never talk about this.
Mary Lou and John both say 8B. They'd rather let a stranger lick your foot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where are you going, Ida?
Ruth
Take a
says,
stand.
Ruth says, yuck, I can't even. Thank you, Ruth. I
Take
feel
a stand.
exactly the same way. Take a stand.
Come on, we had lots of soft questions here.
Anna Marie says 8B
just
if
one
they
tough
really
one.
want to.
If they really want to. Nobody's talking about want to. This is a game where you have to. It's a requirement. There's a gun to your head. And you have
it's
to
my
choose.
best friend.
Yeah.
I'd lick their foot.
No. Lick your best friend's foot. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I don't want to lick their foot for sure. No.
You not even your best friend. Like
I didn't even understand the question. I'm doubling down now. 100% 8B.
Okay.
There's no way I'm licking anybody's foot.
Well, I'm going with 8A. Linda's just said no way. It does sound like a kind of a gross question.
Yeah.
8B, Andy says, I've stepped in nasty stuff I'd never put near my mouth.
Yeah, we need to get better. We need to get... Who is auditing these questions? We need to get... What are the guys on the networks that say what content you can put out and what you can't? We need those guys.
We do need those guys. I think I did tell you this was a gross question.
All right, but it looks like 8B. No, did anybody say 8A?
I did.
How about that?
I'm telling you, I got 4
points. Were you gaming the system
there?
there?
No, I was not. I would definitely rather lick my best friend's foot than
have somebody lick your foot.
Somebody lick mine. Ugh.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
How about you?
There you go.
All right, here's the last one. 9A and C.
All right.
Would you rather spend the day in an amusement park? That'd be 9A. Or would you rather spend the day on the beach? This is similar to what we had before.
Yeah.
Rather amusement park or beach? Which you going with? Would you rather spend the day in an amusement park? This is a no-brainer for me. I just have to decide whether I'm going to lie or not. Nope, I'm going to go with it because I think it's the minority. I would rather spend the day in an amusement park every day of the week.
Yeah. Not me. I have amusement park horror stories. My getting stuck in the giant...
You have an awful lot of horror stories.
I do. I'm just like an accident waiting to happen. So
where was the giant Ferris wheel?
Six Flags over Mid-America.
Is it still there?
It is. That's where most of my horror stories are from.
From that one place?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to the beach.
I'm going to the beach.
All right, so you and I are split.
Okay.
9A or 9B? 9A, spend the day in an amusement park. 9B, spend the day on the beach.
Kristen says beach, 9A. And Mary Lou and John say beach. I think you might be the minority in this one.
Which is what I was going for.
Was that what you were going for? But you really would.
It was true. I thought about it, though.
Yeah.
Thought about whether I wanted to game it or not. I need to get at least 1 point. There's no chance I'm going to win this game. But, I mean, first of all, some amusement parks have beaches.
Not real beaches.
Sure they do. Cedar Point is on a beach.
Okay.
And they have water rides and beach rides.
And Marie says 9B, she gets headaches at the amusement park now.
Sorry about that.
And Mary Lou has, she says Jesus spent more time at the beach than at the amusement park.
Did she really?
She did.
Oh, that's a good one.
And Kathy says Busch Gardens is awful. You're stuck with people. And Andy says sorry, Kelly agrees. I prefer the amusement park. So,
So just Andy and I. No, that's all right. You and I can both score points, Andy. I've got no problem with that. Come on, bring on two or three others. Okay. But it is the minority, right? We're ready to rule on that one.
Kristen said, "I knew you'd say amusement parks, Uncle Cal, because I've been to Kennywood with you and the park in Virginia."
Yeah, parks for sure. I go to every park I can. I don't love rides like I used to, but I still love amusement parks. I mean, they're fun. I'd go to an amusement park just to watch other people ride rides.
I remember a few years ago, I took your twins to an amusement park.
Yeah.
I forget what we were celebrating.
They lost a bet.
Oh, they did lose a bet.
And so they got to go.
So they got to go to the amusement park. I really enjoyed that day because I didn't have to ride all the rides, but I got to see them have the pleasure of riding the rides. So that was fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
And you can go on some rides. You can go on some even if you don't. There's always some tame rides.
Yeah. I went on the Jackrabbit.
You don't have to go on the Vomit Comet.
The Vomit Comet.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah, so we don't have a lot of amusement parks.
Yeah. So Linda says that we went to Knott's Berry Farm in California, I think is what Linda's thinking of. Mm-hmm. So that's it. That's the game. So start to tally your points.
Hi,
how many do you think you got?
I got 4. I was keeping for the first time.
4? I thought you got more than 4.
And I'm looking over, and I forgot to look over here, so we have other people that didn't count. Your twins weren't getting counted in. David says 9A. Nathan says 9A.
Yeah, wow.
Nathan says, "Mom, I don't think you like this game."
No, she just refused to answer every question.
Yeah, I'm with her. Okay, no. So Janet Fager just dropped in.
So Janet, you'll have to go back and play through the 9 questions, see how unique you are. All right, but the current reigning champion, we believe, is 4. Does anybody have more than 4?
Did anybody score higher?
Did anybody have more than 4 unique answers? I can't recap all the questions.
No. Kathy said she got 3 or 4.
3 or 4. So she might have tied you because she did get 2 right out of the gate. I remember the first and the second one she scored on. So it wouldn't surprise me she had 4.
She came in late though.
No, she caught up on question 1.
Oh, okay.
And she was in the minority. She said beach.
She said Kathy says you use too many beach choices and she'd always choose the beach.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we had a couple of beaches in there, didn't we? Well, you can't get good help anymore. That's how it goes. I think it's time to just move on.
Okay. Janet says she likes your haircut.
So, thank you. Yeah, no more.
No more. Those are the end of the questions.
Grizzly Adams. That's what I was going for. No more Grizzly Adams.
Okay, can I tell you this straight? I don't know why you said Grizzly Adams. Now you reminded me when I went into labor for the very first time.
Okay.
I didn't wake my husband up. I got up. I took a shower. I did my hair. I put on makeup, and then I woke him up. And he said that I looked great, and he looked like Grizzly Adams and smelled like his bear. when we went and had our first baby. But I he had no choice. He had to go fast.
So you got ready is what happened?
I did. I was
all right.
Just going to be lovely for my delivery, which didn't turn out so great.
I'm glad you looked good.
Yeah, me too. Lucinda said she missed a bunch. She was multitasking while she was.
You can always go back, Lucinda, and watch. You can scroll back right now. The ability to scroll back even while we're live is there. So, but we are going to move on. That's the end of the game. See, the most you could get was 9 points there, except for we had one question that nobody got the majority because we had a tie.
That's right.
So, so 8 points would be the maximum that anybody could get. So that's the question. You think you got 4?
Mm-hmm.
That's beatable. Maybe somebody will beat that this week.
I hope so. But at least I feel good that I did.
I'm glad you are unique. I was unique last time.
Okay.
So I feel okay about it all.
Thanks.
But boy, I was common this time. But let's move on. Let's go to the saying of the week. Can we do that?
Let's do.
So we'll jump into to Ida and the saying of the week. Let's see here. Are you ready for us? Do you have one prepared for?
Of course, I've got one prepared.
Particularly applicable to today.
I don't know if it's applicable to every day, because there are times we come across individuals and we may feel like what we have is not sufficient to give, but we always have something within ourselves that we can give to others. And as the saying demonstrates, every time you smile at someone, it's an action of love, a gift to that person, a beautiful thing. So you can always give a person a smile and some kindness. So,
all right. So here's the real pragmatic question: how do you smile with a mask on your face?
You still smile. I think people smile with their eyes. I noticed that at the grocery store today when I walked in, and they're like, "Ida," it's like Norm, and I could see their eyes smiling, and I smiled back. I just feel like that's got to be enough, or just.
So do you think it would be weird for me if I've got a mask on to go up to people and go? Like this?
Draw a smile on there.
Yeah, just like.
I'm surprised you could
say
draw
hi.
They do make masks.
How are you doing?
That do, like, how they have the folds in them.
Yeah.
Like when you pull the folds open, the smile comes on.
Oh.
So there's all kinds of.
There's a frown come on. Like, what if you're angry? Is it smiling at you even when you're yelling at
You'd have
someone?
To turn it upside down, then it doesn't fit right. So I don't.
Have you ever seen that thing that there's those ventriloquists that they put the masks on people and then they just talk for them? You ever seen those? I want to get one of those. I want to get a mask where I could hit the smile button or hit the frown button or hit the angry button.
Now is your time, Cal.
This is it.
You should be inventing that, and
Copyright, uniquely the same. Nobody else can have that idea.
Right.
Oh, you've been on the screen the whole time.
Take me off.
Hello.
There.
Sometimes I get too carried away with the conversation. I forget about running the show. So thanks for that, Ida.
You're welcome.
Smiling. Yep. Smiling is a gift. Yeah, it does make a difference. And I don't know, I do notice a lot. I think more people are smiling right now. I smile at people in the parking lots a lot.
I think that we can reach out to people.
It's the only connection you have. You can't touch anybody or be near anybody, so you smile at them.
Exactly.
I've been trying to be more vocal with people. So, okay, time for our joke of the week. Our jokester is Jake Smith. So Jake's got our joke for this week, and Jake says it's hard to explain puns to kleptomaniacs.
Oh my word!
A lot of our jokes are puns. So
yes.
He says it's hard to
bad puns.
No, they're good.
Okay.
It's hard to explain puns to kleptomaniacs.
Okay. Why
would that be?
I don't know.
You're gonna be floored. Because they always take things literally. Kleptomaniacs.
Wah, wah, wah. Why do I never remember?
That's a thinking joke. It's hard to explain puns to kleptomaniacs because they always take things literally.
Literally. I get it.
That is so good. That's not like a belly laugh. That's like a internal satisfaction. That's like that comfort laugh. Like you get that, that just resonates within my soul, that the humor is so deep that it's
something's deep in here. I'm not sure if it's the humor. Kathy wants to know what your shirt says. She says, you don't what?
Yeah. My shirt says, You don't scare me. You don't scare me. I have twins. I got it for Father's Day.
That's sweet.
I was given it by my son. My son, actually, he ordered it for me, and
that's very
it came
sweet.
in, so. You don't scare me because I have twins. That's how I feel about you, Ida.
What?
You don't scare me. I've had twins.
I don't know what that means, but it doesn't sound nice.
Guess what?
Anna Marie says that joke was 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that was a good joke.
Yeah, okay, so there you go.
Anna Marie and I think, have the same sense of humor. We have a tendency to.
Yeah.
Okay, so but Ida, we have to say goodbye to the people on YouTube. We're holding them up.
No, don't.
They actually, we had a long introduction before the YouTube people came, and they were like, "When's the game going to start? When's the game going to start?" Now we're like dragging it on afterwards.
We're sorry,
we need to move on.
Come back though.
Thanks for coming,
be back
YouTubers.
here next week.
We played the game. We'll be back next Thursday exactly at 8:00. And or somewhere around there. Sometimes we mess that up, but we get on roughly around 8:00.
If he decides to take a shower at 7:59, things like that.
Anyway, the show will continue on Facebook though, so if you're on Facebook, hang on. But we are going to say goodbye to you on YouTube. We really are thrilled that you came today, and we believe that we are better together, and that's why we say I'm uniquely the same, you're uniquely the same. Together, we could change the world.